second one. See if a little practice gets us where we're better at it. 96.25, we've got our area, says they're 15-foot pop-ups. So we know that we've got our forehead. We're full circles, we're out in the middle of the yard, okay? We've just taken a plug out of the area and said we're gonna check this area to see. 15 by 15. Now it said that they're 4 gallon, each head is a 4 gallon head. So all 4 heads together is putting out 16 gallons. But that's not what's falling in that area. What's falling in the area is only 25%, because you look at it, that's a quarter circle. 3/4 of it's outside here. So let's break it down. How much water is falling in the area? So if we got a 4 gallon per minute head, 1 gallon from that one, 1 gallon from that one, and the other 3 is out here, remember? 1 gallon here, 1 gallon here. So a total of 4 gallons. It just so happens that we've got 4 heads, each doing 4 gallons a minute. So understand that we're looking at how much water is falling in here. How much each head is contributing. So each of us putting a gallon in. So it's a total of 4, 96.25 times the 4 gallons times the 15 by the 15. 15 row spacing, 15 head spacing. So, should give us 96.25 times the 4, okay. And we got 225 is the square footage. Should put 385 divided by 225. Should end up giving us 1.71 inches per hour based on that setup.
That's the first.
That's the second one.
Tripping everybody up is how we come up
With the gallonage. That's what we got, that's what we gotta clarify. Make sure we get that right. We're getting lucky if we just have a simple one where we got 4 heads. The last one we got 6, so we'll look at it in just a second. Okay. Change gears because we go back to rotaries. It doesn't matter if pop-ups or rotaries. Still, they're gonna give us a distance, head spacing, row spacing. They're gonna give us gallonage out of each head. It said that it's 40 foot is the spacing, so heads are spaced 40 foot apart, that's fine, doesn't bother us. It says they are 6 gallons per minute, so each of them is putting out 6 in their full circle pattern. What's 25% of the 6?
2.
1.5.
Is there a mathematical way to, like, that I can type it in to where it'll give me the 1.5, just if I don't know how to, like, just figuring it out in my head? Is there
Well, if you know,
0.25 and
if you know a quarter is 25%.
60 times, or for a quarter is 0.25, for a half it's 0.5, for a 3/4 it's 0.75. That would, if you,
You can do 6 times 0.25
and you get it?
and multiply it.
now if we're dealing with 4 heads like this, that would be, each of them would be, you multiply it by 0.25. So if we've got 1.5 out of each of them, we still total 6 gallons, but that's the amount that's being put in the area, remember? Not what the head is doing. If you look at all those together, 6 times 4 is 24, that's 24 gallons. But only 6 of it's falling in our 40 by 40 area. So 96.25 times the 40, we've got to change this to 4.0 to, what is it, yeah, it's 40 by 40. So we should have 4 gallons, no, we got 6 gallons. 6 gallons. 96.25 times our 6 gallons, the 40 by 40 is gonna give us 1,600 square feet. So that's 577.5 divided by 1,600, 0.36 inches per hour. A third of an inch of water in an hour's time. So if we're on a 2-day deal, we skip 2 days, we're probably gonna have to water, to get a half an inch, we're almost gonna have to water, what, an hour and a half? Hour and 20 minutes, something like that, to get, for half an inch, to replenish what's been taken up. Alright, the last one, threw your curveball, because I wanted you to see, hopefully, how the, difference in gallonage affects the area. So we've got pop-ups. Okay, it says we've got 4 gallon per minute, they're full circles, we're out in the middle of the yard, just taking a plug of sod, checking the gallonage, or checking the precipitation rate. Each of them's putting out 4 gallons a minute. It says they're 15-foot heads, so the distance is 15 by 15, so there's 15 between all of them, okay? Got 6 heads. If you look at it, how much water is that head putting in the square? A quarter, which that is gonna be 1. This is a quarter also, so it's putting in 1. What about this head right here? It's half, so what's its gallonage? 2. Putting in 2 gallons instead of 1. Same thing over here. This is putting in 2. This is a quarter, so it's putting in 1. That's a quarter, so it's putting in 1. So if you add it up, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so you got 8 gallons going into that area based on these heads. You got your 96.25 times your 8. When you look at it, your row spacing is 15. Your head spacing would be 30 in this instance because you've got 2 blocks of 15. So that's going to change your distance a little bit. So 96.25 times 8, the bottom number is 450 is your square footage. 96.25 is going to give you 770 divided by the 450 should put you at 1.71 inches per hour. A little more sense? Take into consideration what each head is putting in there when it comes to this formula. The single head, it doesn't matter. Because you're looking at one head.